Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Janet Crescent.
And I'm Nick Kokalis. Today we are at Bachman's Pools and Spas here on Stoughton Road, and we're excited to be here. It smells like chlorine, which gets me excited. I love it. Do you love that smell?
Well, you know, Justin always says it makes him feel like he's on vacation when he's here. We're actually right in front of one of the hot spring spas, and that's our topic today with Fred and Kaya. They're the owners of Bachman's Pools and Spas, and they know so much. They've been in business since 1985.
Yeah.
Think they know a thing or two?
I think they do, and I'm excited to learn a little bit more. I know you guys will be as well. We're also excited to talk with Copperhead Contracting, learn about what's going on in the home remodeling business here in the greater Wisconsin area.
And repairs too, with all the bad weather that we've had. I know I've had hail and some wind damage in the past, so if you're looking for someone, maybe stick around and listen and learn about Copperhead Contracting.
And it is homecoming season. I know I've been excited about this personally.
Going about shopping for your homecoming dress doesn't have to be too tough, and if you're interested in shopping local, Premier Couture is out in Cambridge, and it's really more about the dress there. They really want you to have a good experience. They're a little shop with a big heart.
Yeah, I'm excited to chat with Rosemary a little bit more, just in the fact that it's the overall experience. It's not just purchasing a dress and being together for that, but it's really getting out into a small town Cambridge and enjoying that day and enjoying that experience with her.
Absolutely. She really knows her stuff, too, whether it's homecoming, prom, bridals, and all the bling that goes along with it.
Absolutely. So she's coming up next. Thanks for joining us today on Wisconsin Family.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. Nick and I have been on Stoughton Road today at Bachman's Pools, Spas, and Saunas. We will catch up with those folks a little bit later. Right now, though, we're going to talk homecoming. And sorry to disappoint any of you Spider-Man fans, we're not talking about the movie. We're talking about dresses. Joining us is Rosemary Williams. She's with Premier Couture out in Cambridge, a little dress shop with bridal, homecoming, prom, mother's dresses, and so much more. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So we hate to say it, but homecoming is actually not that far away.
It isn't. It is incredibly close. And with kids already, they're already in sports and they're already busy with school activities before school starts. They're already shopping for homecoming because they know they're not going to have the time once classes begin.
And before we talk about the dresses, I remember learning from you that homecoming has kind of changed these days, where you don't wait for the guy to ask the girl. Everybody just kind of goes, whether or not you have a date.
They do, and they often go in groups, and it's much more casual in that regard. But as far as their attire, has definitely gotten more formal, which is really fun.
Where you come in.
Exactly.
All righty.
Exactly.
What's the latest these days for homecoming dresses?
Oh my goodness. Honestly, the little skater skirt is everywhere. So if you can imagine, and I'm going to really date myself here again, but like the Dorothy Hamill, so like 1970s almost, where these little skirts flare out and are just dancy. Like they're just waiting to dance. So the dresses are just kind of flirty and fun, lots of sparkles, lots of rich details.
Nick's been wondering.
I know.
Well, and I'm stuck on you telling me that now you don't have to have a date to go. This would have saved me like 4 years of agony. So that's what I've been thinking about.
Isn't
I'm excited
that
about
just
the dresses,
absolutely
but that's
the
what I'm
truth,
stuck
though?
on.
And you know what? As a parent, too, I just think, thank goodness to have some of that pressure just kind of set aside.
Yeah.
Not that it's totally disappeared, but the fact that they can focus on just having fun and enjoying the evening is just so preferable in my opinion.
Well, it could be unrelatable or maybe not. Do you see that trend then with the dresses? Is that why dresses are maybe a little bit more casual for the homecoming dance, and this is kind of falling in line?
Actually the casualness of the dresses for homecoming, it really depends on what grade you're in, which is really kind of funny. Like when the freshmen and sophomore are going, this is like their first big dance that they get to dress up for, so they really go all out, and by the time you become a senior, you go a little more simple, a little bit more sophisticated, so it actually even changes by age. But I think what's interesting with the dress is that oftentimes the guys are still staying pretty casual, khakis and button-up shirts,
and
the girls are glitzing it out. So it's really not as important that they match, so to speak, like they really need to and want to for prom. Sure. Even when they go in groups, the guys are still stepping it up more But the girls do all the time.
How it probably translates to your business, other than buying the dresses, is they're buying now because they're not waiting to see if they're going. They're just going to go. Yeah.
Exactly. And that does. And it is kind of cute. They're like, oh, I found my dress. Now I guess I can find a date, you know. And that's okay. And we're like, that's a cool order. That's all right.
I've actually heard a lot of women do that with their wedding.
Yes. I can't say that I have a lot of experience with that. We did actually have one bride come and buy a dress from us once with the anticipation of living in another country and thinking, I probably will find a
There's
husband there.
optimism for you.
It was a great.
Did you
I
hear back?
never heard back. She went to South America,
If
and
you're
we
out
wondered.
there,
yes.
please contact the station
We
immediately.
would like
This
to know
be-
how that story ends. I will say that was probably about 18 years ago. So who knows? She probably has children now. And
Speaking of contact, Rosemary, you've mentioned before that social media is really strong with your shop. Talk to us a little bit about that.
well, we have really been stepping up our game with that, and really spending a lot of time trying to experiment with new things. A lot of Facebook Live. We find that it's just almost like this, where it's just comfortable, where we can just talk and share things with people, let them get to know our personality. Brides are busy. Our homecoming girls are busy. Everyone has really full lives. And if we can give them tools to learn about us, learn if they're a good match for us before they even step in the door, it's more, when they do come, it's more like they're visiting in a place they already know rather than the first time. And since there can be a lot of fears involved with shopping for these things, will I find the right thing? Do I have enough time? Will I feel beautiful? Will I find something in my budget? Does anything look good on me? I mean, they have enough things to worry about as it is, that we want to give them as much information and as much opportunity to feel comfortable with us before even coming in. And we have found that that's a really good way to do it, because there's just no way to not be yourself on Facebook Live. So it can be humbling sometimes, and that's cool. Where it's just like, this is us. This is who you get. We're excited about what we do. We're excited that you're here. We have a lot of passion for this, and we hope to get to meet you in person at some point.
Well, with our last few seconds here, why don't you share with our viewers what can they expect on social media coming up? What can they expect at the shop this month?
Well, right now we just finished a homecoming event, and we Facebooked live the whole runway show, and we have uploaded that show so you can watch the whole runway show now. So that's one way that we've used it. So if you want to check out what we have for homecoming, we have all of that right there. And our Instagram, we keep fresh a lot with our customers and what they're doing. So if you want to see what other people have done, be inspired by other customers, our social media feeds are really great for that, because that is our favorite thing to do, is to share the stories of
All
our
right.
customers.
And new dresses coming in all the time.
All the time.
Alrighty. Well, again, this is Rosemary Williams. Check out her dress shop in Cambridge. It's called Premier Couture. We're a Wisconsin family, and we'll be right back.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We've been at Bachman's Pools and Spas today on Stoughton Road. We're going to learn a little bit more about their hot tubs. Sounds good to me.
Sounds very good.
Right now, though, Wisconsin has seen a lot of wicked weather this time of year. That's pretty traditional, I think. And if you've had some roofing or some siding issues, especially with hail or any kind of damage, we've got some folks here that might be able to help you out. Joining us is Ryan and Alicia from Copperhead Contracting. Ryan is the owner, and Alicia's a project assistant. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, not a problem.
Thank
Good,
you.
good being here.
So you might be new for some of our viewers, your business. Give us a quick little rundown of the kind of work that you do, and then maybe some of your current projects.
Anything handled from insurance restoration, like you mentioned, the hail and bad weather we have a whole bunch of people that have blown off shingles. We're taking care of it, walking them through the entire process, all the way down to new construction builds, foundations, custom framing, custom remodeling, kitchens, bathrooms, anything that you might want.
Wow, that is a big spectrum. And you handle the insurance part too with the
Absolutely.
damage. Yeah.
Yep, we'll help you walk through the entire process from start to finish. That way you're comfortable with it. You know nothing's going awry. The insurance companies, we meet them out there to make sure everybody's on the same page, and we move forward step by step with you so you're educated through the whole process.
Alicia, my knowledge kind of starts and ends really with HGTV, but we see all of kind of the fad of flipping homes, but I know that's actually a really beneficial and serious thing going on in a lot of people's homes. Are you guys involved in that? What does that look like for you guys?
for flipping homes?
We are. I'm purchasing homes, and then I also work with private individuals that are flipping homes. They contract me to take care of the work. So we help them through the design process and to make sure they can maximize selling that house. So they're making their profit margins as well. We can do about one a month.
Wow. And what do you focus on? Is there a particular focus when you're looking to flip?
When you're looking at everything, you got to make sure aesthetics from the outside in. So when I do a custom flip for myself, a house that we would do from start to finish, we take it all the way down to studs. New insulation, new wiring, new plumbing, new paint, new drywall, flooring, and we make sure we specialize in the bathrooms and the kitchens to make sure you have that wow factor when you walk in the house.
Every time? You go down to the studs every time?
Almost every time. There's a couple of them we don't have to that they're already done right, but most of the ones we walk into, you walk in and you're just like, I don't really want to be here. And when we start and afterwards, you're like, wow, this looks amazing.
Well, who doesn't love a good before and after?
Exactly.
And I think that's really good advice for those viewing at home as well. Sometimes we see this and say, this is a simple process. We're going to go in, throw in a few bucks. But talk about just kind of the professionalism and kind of the expertise needed in a process like that.
When you start to finish on a project like that, if you're going to walk into it, you need to know what problems are going to arise from what's pre-existing there. You're not going to know everything until you open up the walls, but it's always more entailed than you think it is. And having somebody that has the knowledge to just say, hey, it's not just going to be this and we can get it done. It's going to be this, but because of this, for an extra few dollars, you can take care of this, and you can have a complete project that you're like, okay, now it feels finished. That way, you don't have something that's half done when you're finished with your contractor.
Stepping back in the conversation to the repairs like the shingles and hail damage and that kind of thing, is that what you're seeing right now? What are maybe the top 5 things you're getting inquiries on from customers or potential customers?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of like windows. We've got a lot of deals going on for the windows.
New windows.
Yes.
The suppliers right now have a sale on some of their windows, so we're able to pass those savings on to homeowners as well.
Right.
I'm a fan, actually. I had new windows put in, and the new windows these days are so much easier to care for, to open, to clean, and everything. And I don't
Changes
know.
a lot.
It really does, yeah.
That breeze that you normally feel on the outside, you don't have afterwards. That's always nice too.
What else for the maybe top 5?
Roofing's a big one right now. We're really busy. We had a lot of rain at the beginning of spring, so I mean we have a lot of roofs that are going on to get done before winter time. A lot of bathrooms. A lot of bathrooms and a lot of kitchens. Everybody wants a new kitchen and a new bathroom right now.
And these are dream bathrooms?
Yes.
Dream kitchens?
Everything from, if you just want to renovate your bathroom and have some tile backsplash and a new tub because it just needs it, to glass doors, steam showers. I mean, it depends on the style you want to go with.
The works, baby.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's right.
I think when people hear the name contractor or a contracting company, they think of that big home build, but continue down that list. What are some of the other smaller tasks that you guys can be on call for and that you provide services for?
We also do project management, and then we do management for properties, so like apartment complexes and everything else. So if you have something or you have multiple rental units, we're more than happy to step in and take care of all of your needs that you need, from changing a light bulb on.
Wow. Let's talk about the customer and how you take those steps to give them peace of mind, maybe before, during, and after a project?
Before the project, you're going to basically need the experience of the fact that we're going to walk you through the entire thing of what's going to happen. Let's sit down and let's talk about what you want to have after your completed project, and then we'll help build a plan for you for what you can and what you can afford as well. That way it fits in your budget. If you want to go all out and spend $100,000 in your kitchen, I'm more than happy to help you. But if you want to keep it around $7,000 to $10,000, we can make sure that that works for you as well and tell you what materials you can and can't use. Throughout the project, you're going to have constant communication and making sure that you guys are comfortable with it, because it does take a couple weeks to get cabinets in, what you guys want. And then we coordinate everything so it's all there and it's done quickly, efficiently, and we're in and out of your home.
Were you going to add something, Alicia?
Well, a lot of it with the communication. So we work side by side with them to get them what they need, what they want, and making everything just come together. So even during the whole process, we're with them. Even afterwards, we check up on them to see if this is what they wanted. And half the time, most of the time, it's way more than what they wanted, and they loved it.
Very good.
Yeah, if there's something you can add that's, like, hey, I understand this is your budget, you only wanted to go to this far, but for, just a little bit more, we can finish the rest of this whole room because everything's already in place for you. Making sure we present that to you ahead of time so hey, do you want the light switch on the left or do you want the light switch on the right of the hallway?
All down to the devil's in the details, and it's all about communication, it
Yes.
sounds like. Alrighty, well, we're out of time. Thanks for joining us today. Ryan and
Thank
Alicia
you.
are from Copperhead Contracting, and we're Wisconsin Family. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Wisconsin Family. Well, here we are at Bachman's Pools and Spas, and better than that, we have the owners with us as well, Fred and Kaya Bachman. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
And I'm excited. We've been standing next to this beautiful, beautiful spa all day long. It's making me want to get in it, but we're not going to get in it, but we're going to learn a little bit more about it during this segment, and I'm really excited to kind of dive right in. So tell us what we have here. This is the Hot Spring Spa, and you guys, as a hot spring dealer, share us what we're standing in front of.
Well, the hot tubs have come a long way over the years. We've been a hot spring spa dealer since our beginning in 1985, so 32 years now.
Wait, who's doing the math?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was really young when I started.
You're taking a moment to reflect there.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fun. It's been a good ride. Hot Springs has had a lot of different slogans over the years. The newest one is the one I like the best, every day made better. And there's just so many reasons why, they're the #1 hot tub manufacturer in the world. And they put a lot of emphasis on, designing, a hot tub that is better in every way, better efficiency, better energy, just the overall experience of hot tub ownership. It just doesn't get any better than the Hot Spring brand.
Let's run with that, with the ownership. I think some people love the idea of having one, but fear the maintenance and what ownership really entails. What's changed that's made it easier to own and maintain one?
Well, Kaya,
A lot of things have changed. There's a lot more ease of maintenance. With the hot spring spas, there's 100% no bypass filtration. Every ounce of water is filtered. If you look in other hot tubs, you'll see, intakes here, intakes there. That's where water's coming through. In a hot spring spa, there's only one. So every ounce of water is filtered. It's easy. There's salt systems that you can put on now. And when you're in your hot tub, we look at it as a pillow to pillow. When you're done with your hot tub, you can go right to bed, and you're going to sleep better, and you're going to feel better.
And how is that different? Because years ago,
Years ago, and even in some other systems, you have to get out of the tub, go take a shower, rinse off, and then you can go to bed. This is very easy. You don't have that chlorine smell.
it's the salt that makes the difference?
Yes, sure.
Ah, okay.
Well, and beyond that pillow to pillow too, I think that you're talking about an idea that is, for us that aren't in the business, that is kind of the concept that, hey, okay, yeah, you can buy the hot tub, but what about the work and the chores that are going to come with it? So continue to talk about, how they have evolved and why that maybe is a little bit of a dated misconception in owning a hot tub.
Well, the water we put in them now is softened water. Didn't used to be that you could put softened water in a hot tub. Be kind of a technical thing, but water likes to have mineral in it, so it would seek out and pull mineral out of the metallic components of your hot tub, and it would decrease its longevity. I don't want to get too technical, but they're now designed so you can put soft water, so it feels a lot better on the skin, and it's just an overall better experience.
Going kind of to the pillow idea, Fred, you've brought up a point in the past that was new thought for me, and that's regarding family and family time in the hot tub. Tell Nick about it. He hasn't heard.
Well, we like to say it's better than dinner table conversation. And families these days, us included, really don't sit down to dinner much anymore around the table and have family conversation. Everybody's busy, or you sit in front of the television, right? Or on sports.
Work.
But when you sit in the hot tub, there's no distractions, not even eating. And you have the ability to have really deep conversations, talk about things with your kids, talk about things with your wives, husbands, that you normally wouldn't do.
And maybe a little harder to hold a phone while you're in the hot tub, too.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's just a much more relaxed atmosphere.
Sure, and fewer calories than eating mindlessly.
Well, you still have to eat.
Now, we joke about not holding the phone in the hot tub, but unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, with the progression of technology, we were just pointing out some of the features. You actually can have a phone pretty close there. Bluetooth technology. Talk about some of the advances here.
There's a couple different things. Hot Springs is definitely the leader in the industry. There's a connection system which basically monitors your hot tub for you. You can check right on your phone. There's Bluetooth, so you can have your phone there. Just make sure you get the water resistant one.
Sure.
But it's definitely technology.
So is that similar to having it, like you can unlock your doors or check if you left a light on your phone?
So much more than that.
Oh.
It doesn't just tell you to turn your temperature up. It actually sends us a message that something's going on with their hot tub.
And actually that brings me to a point where since Fred, you've been doing this for so long, you have such great product knowledge, and I feel like we can ask you as many questions as we like, and you're always there for us. And that's got to be some peace of mind for your customers before, during, and after their purchase?
Hot Spring Spas has over 700 dealers worldwide in 48 different countries. Every year, since we've been involved, they've been giving out a service award contract to one of those 700 dealers. We're the only company to receive that award twice for outstanding service.
Wow. It really says something that Hot Springs has endured that long, and it really says something that you've gotten that award twice. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. It's a big deal. It really is.
Well, tell us some more about your heart on that. I mean, it's one thing to get an award, and that's absolutely to be congratulated, but you guys are from here. You're in Madison, and for those of us watching in Wisconsin, this is kind of a hometown company. Work us backwards from the award. Where is that heart for customer service and what you do and why you love it?
Well, we like to say we relax. We're relaxing Wisconsin one backyard at a time, and we look at each customer as important as the next. And I think that's probably part of the reason we get the awards. And great people. We got really good people here that are working for us. We train them well. We expect a lot from them on customer service, but yeah.
And as for Hot Springs, that's why they've done so well. I think you mentioned that BMW plays a part in how they're designed.
There is beauty in design in hot tubs. It's not just a box of water or a big barrel anymore. And yeah, BMW was instrumental in helping them with the design starting about 2 years ago, and you can really see the improvement in the cabinet, the exterior appearance, the interior lighting, the waterfalls. Just it's
So the aesthetics mostly?
The aesthetics has really stepped up in just the last couple of years.
And their quality. There's a lot of manufacturers out there that cut corners. Hot Springs really is about quality and lasting and having the absolute best hot tub ownership experience.
Well, as we kind of wrap up our time here, we've certainly loved being here at Bachman's, and we see everything. Share with our viewers kind of what's going on, like what are some upcoming sales and things, and what can viewers kind of get excited about here at Bachman's?
Well, there's always a sale. I mean, sometimes more than others, but we're one of the most competitive dealers in the Midwest. If you check our pricing with any other dealer, part of the reason we're a high volume dealer and do get a lot of awards from Hot Springs is they like us. We sell a lot of their product.
All righty. Well, Fred and Kaya, it's always a joy to come here. I always learn so much, too. I've never grown up with a hot tub or a pool, but I feel like I'm starting to learn more and more.
You'll have to smell
Well, we
today.
can change that,
That's true. That's what we're here for.
I hear you use a hot tub regularly.
I do. I'm the gym guy every morning in
Yeah.
the gym, but I will say it's nothing like these, and I think that is, something that I've realized today is saying, oh wow, look at all the features, look at all the things that I offer here. It's
A lot more
definitely a
gym
lot more
features.
here.
And now you've been spoiled.
I
All
know.
righty. Well, that's all we have time for today. Thanks so much to you. Thanks to all of our guests. And thank you for watching, Wisconsin Family. We'll see you next time.